What up, Talkin Fight fans around the world? Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Knuckle Up with yours truly, Mike Orr, and my friend from the other side of the pond, Last Bell Boxing, Carl. What's up, Carl? Thanks for joining me today.
No problem. No problem.
You definitely have a doozy for us today, man. You brought another prospect from the UK over to us here to show us and get everybody watching. Definitely, and we're talking about Stanley Stannard, 8-0, 3 knockouts, 25 years old, southpaw, 5'11", ranked 26 out of 136 in the super welter division, 278 out of 1955 in the world, and he is coming off a wonderful TKO in the fourth against Summer. And that was back June 18th, 2022. And he's scheduled August 24th. I'm looking forward to this one. Definitely, Carl. This guy can bang, man. I do enjoy watching this guy get in the ring and do what he does best, man.
Yeah, Mike, September the 24th, not August, fella.
Oh, sorry. September the 24th. That's correct. I stand corrected. Definitely. Yeah, man. I like this guy's style. He definitely can punch from long range. He's got great hand speed, man. Great lateral movement. The guy's just a beast, and he's got some heavy hands too.
Yeah, so I've watched Stan progress since his amateur days, really. Just a quick shout out for Stan's amateur coach, who sadly passed away recently, Gary Winning, who Stan credits a lot of his success to. So rest in peace, Gary Winning. So Stannard, I've watched quite a few of his fights live recently. He's got levels in him, Mike. He's currently fighting in and around the Midlands title level, which is just one below the English, if you will.
Yeah, right.
So, but obviously he's in good hands with Carl Greaves. Carl Greaves manages and coaches him. He trains out of his gym in Newark in Nottinghamshire, and Carl Greaves got on record as saying he expects Stan to go through the levels. So.
Okay. Definitely. You can see it. You can see it just by this ring IQ. He definitely has that ability. It's he's real fast. I love the way he can close that gap. That gap, in a split second, this guy can just literally jump in and devastate people. Cedric is joining us here. Cedric, welcome. Hey, Carl? What do you give him today? 10 out of 10 with Jim's nice and clean.
He's not panned around yet, has he? He can't hear us by the looks of it, Mike.
Oh, can't hear you, brother. I don't know.
So just coming back onto Stannard, why I said that he sorts his IT problems out. So obviously he had an esteemed amateur career, winning 38 out of 48 bouts. And he can bang, Mike, like you said.
Yeah,
and
man.
the thing that I really like about Stannard, he's got that spite, he's got that killer instinct about him.
Oh, yes.
So is it a great division in the UK, obviously? So, like I've said, I believe his levels above where he's at the minute. And shout out to Carl Greaves, who, is guiding his career. There's no better hands to be in, is there?
No, for real. Carl Greaves, great trainer, definitely going to do wonders with this guy. We'll push him to his potential. And, I believe it's going to be, big belt. Eventually one day, man. He definitely has that ability. Cedric, you wanna add some 2 cents in on our man Stanley Stannard?
As I seen his 10-second knockout, and
yeah,
and I got his other fight on with Jordan Grumhere from 2019. Obviously, definitely a power puncher, but with some good boxing skills too. I'm sorry, I don't know what I've missed so far, but Carl, would you know anything about this guy's amateur background?
Yeah, he won 38 bouts from 48 bouts, Cedric, and he trained in a Clifton ABC gym, which is where I live, ironically. I've always gone on record as saying Gary Winning, who was his amateur coach, who sadly passed away recently due to illness. Stanley goes on record as saying he gives a lot of credit to the way he boxes down to Gary Winning, and he says he wins for Gary, so you can tell what their relationship was like. He's now with Carl Greaves. In my view, there's no better place for a prospect to be in the UK than with Carl Greaves. I rate him that either. And I just think he's got a lot of levels, Cedric, in the pro game. I think he's more suited to the pro game. He's spiteful with his finishes. He's clearly got ability. And I think it's only a matter of time before he stand on some big either BT or Sky shows.
Yeah,
This is at what weight class?
Super welter, but he has been known to go up to middleweight
Oh wow.
Okay.
on odd occasion.
Have you seen him fight at middleweight yet, Carl?
Only on one occasion, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just as good at middleweight. Yeah, I can't speak highly of Stannard. I really rate him. I think he's going places. The challenge is, unlike Canada, there's quite a depth of boxing talent in the UK. So, it's all about working your way through the levels. But he's got time on his side. Carl Greaves will plot the right fights for him to progress his career. It's important not to rush him too quickly.
No.
And I believe he'll get to the higher echelons of his weight division.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, the fact that he's with Carl Greaves now, I think is going to do him wonders. Definitely, Carl Greaves is one of those guys who takes these young guys and just puts them on that right track. Really can get them to harness their skill and ability and able to apply it really well.
Well, the thing about Carl Greaves is that everyone talks about David Evanesian, and honestly, he's done a great job with Evanesian. I'm not saying he hasn't.
Right.
But he's also got a very good stable there, young fighters. Tom Cowlin's another name that you might be worth you looking at. Mm-hmm. And there is many more names as well. But he's got a good stable going there in Newark and Nottinghamshire, Carl Greaves. He's well respected in the game. And I'll go on record and saying he's a friend of the channel, Last Bell Boxing. He supports us. But what Carl don't know about boxing isn't worth knowing. So if you're a prospect in the UK, there's only one place to go in my view, and that's with Carl Greaves.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, I agree with that.
And he keeps a tidier gym than Cedric does as well.
Hey, listen, it's one of those days. But anyway, back to my man Stannard. One thing I can
get today 7 out of 10
is how he's fluid in switching from orthodox to southpaw too, as I see. Very good footwork. Yeah, man, I like this guy. I'm definitely going to be following him now.
He's a very talented boxer. I think he's got natural talent, Cedric. He switches effortless. But what I do like, he carries power as well.
Yeah, definitely. When is his next scheduled fight?
24th of September.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's at the morning card.
I like his punches come out like lasers, man. It's just, by the time you see the movement to the time it hits the target is so quick that, it flusters his opponents, man. And you can see it when he fights in the ring. And just pinpoint accuracy. He keeps that chin tucked. He's always guarding, he's got his hands up, protecting that chin. And, as soon as he sees that opening, bang, and it's in there. Bang, and it's in there. And it's multiple, one after another. Big power, fast, the levels, using that the angle, using those angles really well, controlling the center of the ring, controlling the pace. Definitely a high IQ fighter. I can't wait to see this guy in the ring against some really good competition in the future.
I think you'll see him start moving through the levels in 2023. I think he'll have his fight in Leicester, 24th of September. Then he'll have a bit of a Christmas trip, which is well deserved. But I think next year will be the year when you start seeing making strides through the division. Yeah, I know, guys, you haven't heard me be complimentary about many fighters, have you? So I've got no affiliation with Stan. I know him obviously, but that's where it ends. Just to clear that up. I just really rate him as a fighter.
Yeah, no, I think he's great, Carl. Thank you for bringing him to our attention, man, and bringing him to the channel today. Definitely, we're going to be doing this more in the future. We enjoy having you over here, man. Yes, give it a plug, man. Tell everybody where you're at and how they can find you.
Yep, so Last Bell Boxing, slightly different to Talkin Fight. We actually bring fans onto the platform to debate boxing. It can get a little bit lively, Cedric and Mike will agree with. Yes. But it's all friendly banter with informed boxing fans from around the world. So it's 2 p.m. Canadian time, 7 p.m. UK time every Thursday. You can find us on all the social media platforms. I'm not going to run through them like Mike does. just go into Google, put Laswell boxing, and we'll appear. And just one more thing, Mike. Obviously, Stan's away for a couple of weeks, but we do believe we're going to get Stan onto the channel as well.
It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to that. So fans out there listening, be on the lookout for this. We are going to have Stanley Stannard come and join us. And Carl will definitely be back, and we'll be interviewing him and finding out all about him and his career. So, guys, thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Knuckle.
I'm not doing the fist bump. I'm not doing the fist bump. I didn't see it in the.
You want to say anything before we get out of here? Fist bump?
Nah, you're funny.
Come on, Cedric, come on. Just before you wrap it up, Mike, come on, Cedric. Let's have a look around your gym. Let's have a look at the cleanliness.
Oh, man, it's not even. Today's not a good day. It's not a good day. This side's not bad, but no, sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, wow. All right, well, Talkin Fight Fans, thanks for tuning into today's episode of Knuckle Up. We will see you tomorrow, same time, same channel, new prospect. Until then, knuckle up.
Cheers.